When Zakoi reached the tent of Sultan Salahuddin Ayyubi, a moment of sharp truth unfolded. "Keep yourself entertained with birds," Salahuddin wrote in a letter to his cousin, Caliph al-Salih's nobleman, Emir Saif al-Din. "Warfare is a dangerous game for a man who is devoted to women and wine." These were not casual words, they were a rebuke born from betrayal. Saif al-Din and al-Salih had secretly offered aid and wealth to the Crusaders, lured by gold and jewels, plotting to bring Salahuddin down. When the plan failed, Saif al-Din abandoned his camp and fled, leaving behind an astonishing scene. From his personal pavilion, Salahuddin's men recovered exotic birds in gilded cages, young and beautiful dancers, singers, musicians with their instruments, and jars of wine. Salahuddin freed the birds, released the women and musicians, and then wrote to Saif al-Din, "You have sheltered the infidels and sought to erase my name from the earth, but did you not think your schemes could have erased the name of Islam itself? If you were jealous of me, you could have killed me outright. You have already made 2 failed attempts on my life. Try again if you must, perhaps you will succeed. If you could convince me that my death would raise the banner of Islam higher, I swear by the Lord of the Kaaba, I would place my head before your sword myself. But know this, no non-Muslim can ever be the true friend of a Muslim. Look to history or allies. The likes of King Frederick and Raymond are sworn enemies of our faith. They befriend you only because you aid them against the Muslims. If they were to win, you would be their next prey, and then their dream of erasing Islam from the world would come true. You belong to a warrior nation, and the art of battle is your heritage. Every Muslim is a soldier of God, but faith and character are the foundation. Keep yourself to your birds. War is a deadly game for a man drunk on women and wine. I urge you, join me in this jihad, or at least cease your opposition. I will give you no punishment. May Allah forgive your sins." The European historian Lane Poole later wrote of Salahuddin's generosity after battle. "The spoils of war he captured were beyond measure, and the prisoners of war without number. Yet he divided all of it into 3 parts, one for the captives, so they could be freed, one for his soldiers and the poor, and the third he gave to the Nizam ul-Mulk Madrasa, where he himself had once studied. He kept nothing for himself, and gave none of it to his generals. As a result, many former prisoners, Muslims and non-Muslims alike, freely came to Salahuddin's camp, pledged loyalty to him, and offered their services to his army. His magnanimity and greatness spread far and wide. Before this time, the mysterious sect of Hassan-i Sabbah, known in Europe as the Assassins, had already attempted to kill Salahuddin twice. Both times, he survived by what seemed nothing short of a miracle. These killers were masters of disguise, infiltration, and silent murder, striking without leaving a trace. They used political assassination as their weapon of choice, often aided by poison delivered in wine by beautiful women. But Salahuddin could not be deceived by women or tempted by wine. He despised both. For this reason, the only possible way to kill him was through direct attack, a method already tried and failed twice. Saif al-Din, having fled the battlefield in disgrace, did not abandon his hatred. He turned once again to the assassins for help. Hassan-i Sabbah's sect had long been a viper in the sleeve of Islam, outwardly claiming the faith, while plotting its destruction from within, using intoxicating herbs, hypnotic suggestion, persuasive words, and the lure of a fabricated paradise filled with beauty and pleasure. They recruited young men into becoming fidai, devoted followers willing to kill and die on command. Their victims were often the greatest leaders and generals of the Muslim world. Now, with Saif al-Din's encouragement, they prepared for a 3rd attempt on the life of the Sultan just when he believed his cousin and the Emir had repented of their treachery.